What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning into the Local Crown podcast, where we're going to teach you how to wage war on your competition and earn your local crown, also known as the top spot on Google. Awesome. So if you could go back and have a conversation with yourself before you ever started a business, what would you make sure that you knew and understood?
Don't do it. No, I'm just playing. Partially. So I remember stepping into business and understanding the difference between being a business owner and being self-employed, right? I would never advise myself to be self-employed ever again. Self-employed sucks. It is the hardest thing you could possibly do because you're responsible for everything. If you have a business that's generating good revenue, but you're the only one operating that business, then it's not really a good business, because when you go on vacation, your income goes on vacation too. So what you want to do is automate whatever it is that you're doing so that you build a true business, and a true business is systems where other people are running them. So if I can go back and tell myself, I'd be like, dude, you need to focus on really digging deep into how you define what a business is. Do not get self-employed. So when I was doing the game truck, it was self-employed. I was driving the truck, and I was buying the video games, and I was doing the parties, and I was answering the phone, and I was, everything. And it was fun. But at some point you're like, damn, I don't want to go to work today. Like I've already been at work for 9 hours. Like I'm done for the day, and you can't. Right? You're stuck. It's you.
Yep.
So, build a business, not a self-employed. Don't give yourself a job. If you're going to be self-employed, you might as well work for somebody else, because you can clock in and clock out and be done. Right? It goes away. Don't build a self-employed company. Build a real business.
Absolutely. That's huge. And too many people focus on that. I remember when I met Alex Schlinsky of the POD community. He's in the agency space. I don't know if you know him, but he the majority of people that he has a conversation with, the story is usually that the first thing he tells them is that you don't have a business, you have a job. Let me show you how to fix that.
Mm-hmm.
And like so many people, they get caught up and they build a job. They think, oh, I want to do this. And then once they get there, now they don't have time to stop and systemize and outsource. So like they're kind of stuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hard spot to get in. So you need to treat it as a business from day one. I love that you were able to touch on that.
Yeah, it's a scary trap, and it's part of the same reason why, like, when you have employees, sometimes it's not that they're after more money, it's that they're after title and recognition, right? And we as people, as business owners, do the same thing. We want our own business. I don't want anybody to tell me what to do. I'm the boss. I'm the CEO, right? I'm the president of my company. We fall on these titles, and because we're so high and mighty, nobody can do anything as good as I can. And that's a horrible trap to fall into, because now you're trying to do everything because you're the only one who can do it right, and you're stuck. Right? You've created a job, a worse job, because instead of having one boss, every single one of your customers is your boss. So it's worse.
Definitely. So what's the best way for people to see more of you and get involved with you, my man?
Absolutely. So you guys can find us on all our social media platforms are the same, at Business Bros Pod. So you can subscribe to any one of us there. You can find us on any podcast platform that you guys use, iTunes, Spotify, whatever. We're Business Bros Podcast. And check us out at www.businessbros.biz.
Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you learned something. If you have questions, email us at info@thelocalcrown.com. And if you want to get featured in our publication, Inside the Empire, alongside John Lee Dumas, the entrepreneur on fire, Jayson Waller, the CEO of Power Home Solar, Sharon Lechter, Dan Caldwell, the man that started Tap Out, and the limitless man himself, Kwik, for free, then head over to thelocalcrown.com/become a contributor.